Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to be having a little bit of fun with a 6-star version of Mordo, who's a champion that I haven't really played in a very long time, but he's always been a relentlessly annoying defender. However, from what I do remember of Mordo, he's really good in any matchup where there's a lot of buffs on the opponent, so I've got kind of a few ideas of fun matchups to do today. We're going to start off in a little bit of Act 5, see how he does here, and if he does really well, then we're going to jump into a little bit of 6.3. So we're going to go for, what is it, the Resistor nodes, man? Because this should be pretty much prime Mordo real estate here in terms of a really good matchup. So we'll see how this one does turn out against some of the fights here. Some pretty easy ones, hopefully, to get us warmed up today. So let's fire up that heavy attack. Also, charging the heavy, if you're below like a bar of power, gives you power very quickly, but only up to 1 bar of power, unfortunately. So it's not the most in the world, but as long as we get off special 2 now, we should start dealing some crazy damage. And then, can we get a special 1 to stun? Okay, the stun chance on the special 1, it is quite low. However, if we get the Fury up, man, it just starts scaling that soul barb damage to a ridiculous level. And I think this is where the Nick Fury synergy is also quite useful as well, because it kind of gives us like that that Quake evade charge. So yeah, that was a lot of damage toward the end of that matchup, man. That was really good. So I think we're going to be heading into a little bit of Act 6 quite quickly today, I would imagine. Let's go for a heavy attack there. Charge up again. Fantastic. Oh yeah, as soon as we get the evade as well, it does the little astral evade animation, which is really cool. The Nick Fury synergy. We don't have the attack bonus, man, but I think this, you know, evade is really nice there. Damn, that was a crazy matchup. Dude, the Iron Patriot dropped so quickly there. Oh, that was beautiful, boys. 15 hits. I'll certainly take that. Then we got the Luke Cage matchup up next, but these fights are going down very quickly on the Resistor node. But if there are, you know, a lot of buffs to take advantage of that you don't want to nullify, I think Mordo, you know, he's still very much the man. And I think recently he's got a very new and interesting matchup that I think he's going to be quite good for if we see a super stacked version of this character. I'm talking about, of course, Colossus. So we're going to jump into the final bit of 6.3 and test this man against a super stacked up version of Colossus for a little bit of fun. But I think if there is like a really beefy version in the future, man, Mordo's just going to shred him. Like, if he gets up to like 20 stacks of armor and you can soul barb on that, be some really nice damage there. But that Resistor path, man, he just destroyed that. That was so quick and easy on those 3 fights there. But let's jump over to a little bit of 6.3. Let's go into the Captain America chapter and see what we can do. We've also got Gold Pool. Gold Pool gives us 15% duration on our Furies and a little bit more special attack damage, and Symbiote Supreme gives us another passive Fury whenever the opponent has debuffs, and Nick Fury and Ant-Man are for the evade charge as well. So anyway, let's jump into the Colossus match here and see what we can do. Mordo versus Colossus. This Colossus has 300,000 hit points, so a lot more beefy than any opponent we have faced so far. But we've immediately got 10 Furies there. We unfortunately got parried, but hey, Mordo perfect counter there. Just Astral evaded out of that, so that's pretty damn nice. I want to try and push this man to a special 2, so he can duplicate his armor with that. Hopefully he can double all of them, so we can get even more soul barb damage there. That is the aim of the game, lads. Let's stay aggressively here. And because Colossus just has so much armor, it's going to punish it really nicely, I would imagine. Heavy counter there as well. Oh, I remember I never used a heavy counter on Mordo, but I think it's a really good strategy, especially for a lot of these specials. Oh, okay, we're a little bit too close there, man. Down to our last evade charge now, so we need to be a little bit careful with that one. Look at that soul barb is dealing 4,000 damage, even more than that actually. What was that, 6,000 damage per second? It's pretty good, lads, pretty good. I'll tell you that. Ugh, right. Well, this has been a pretty ridiculous matchup so far, and that man is, he's down, he's ruined. So Mordo is actually one of the best Colossus counters out there now. I didn't even realize he was going to be that good, but that's a 300,000 health Colossus smoked in 55 hits there. 6-star rank 1 champion, and we didn't even get to the big damage. If you got to like 40 stacks of armor up, just imagine, mate, imagine the damage on that, and you could get that just by constantly baiting out special too. So there is a lot of firepower there. Anyway, next up, we're going to try the Red Skull matchup here, which is another one that like Mordo is already like pretty well known for amongst a lot of players, but I think people have forgotten as well like how decent he is for this matchup, just because Red Skull, you know, very quickly does get to 10 stacks of armor, and if you can just spam that special too, I think you're going to be having a proper good time. But this is a pretty beefy version of Red Skull, almost 240,000 hit points there. So we'll see how this one works out, man. Might be a bit of an interesting one. Let's go for that. Charge up the power a little bit. And Mordo he is tremendously fun to play. Let's go for a heavy counter there. I think it's all about trying to keep that Fury up and also try to keep the special 2 up as well. It's a little bit more risky for that, man. Just going for even more damage output. Maybe we want to get to 10 stacks of armor on Red Skull first, and try some ever so slightly more risky plays. There's a really clean heavy counter on that special one. Right, straight into a special 2 there. Oh, bro, this damage output is sick. I'm really surprised of how well this Mordo is doing today. He's shredding absolutely everything so far. Right. I think Silver Surfer as well, like looking at his abilities, man, he's going to have a lot of buffs. So maybe that's another matchup that Mordo is going to be really good for. But 50 hits there. Dude, that is one of the most beefy Red Skulls in the entire game. There was a lot of hit points. But yeah, Mordo's just destroying all these really, really high buff opponents. Let's now jump into the Havoc chapter to continue our adventure. So we're going to take on the Vulture. And then if we can get Vulture down, we've got a Resistor path as well, and that should be absolutely crazy with all the buffs there, man. Like, especially with champions like Blackbolt. I think there's a Drax, a Phoenix, like champions that already have buffs and more buffs on top of them. Oh, hopefully it's going to be a really, really good time. But again, first up, we do have the Vulture matchup. There's like nothing that special that Mordo does in this one, and we only have one buff to take advantage of. So I'm not really too sure this is going to be the best matchup here, but we'll see how it turns out, lads. Should we go for some special 1 spam, maybe? See if we can get stunned. Perfect. Right, should have charged the heavy just a little bit longer there, I reckon. Need to get up to the 10 Fury limit, so we can start hitting a little bit harder. Right, can we get the stun? Perfect. And right, just about, man. We got 9 Furies there. Not quite the maximum. I think we'll maybe try the special 3. Oh, okay, a little bit dodgy there, boys. But let's charge all of these up. Interrupt that with a special 3. And see what we can do against this man. Hopefully that Fury after the special 3 is going to be increasing our damage output a fair bit. 13 stacks of Fury here. Some 4k light attacks, certainly not too bad. Yeah, that wasn't a bad little burst phase, eh? Take that, man. That was really good. Right, let's get up to 10 if we can. Then we'll go special 2 here. Just because we got the 10 Fury, man. feel like it makes sense. We get stun. Right, we have no evade charges left, unfortunately. We are on the ropes. Kind of gambling for a stun so we can get our heavy opening. Right, perfect. Still, for a big old Vulture, man, 101 hits, not too bad. Not too bad at all. That certainly wasn't the most grueling fight I've ever done. So yeah, I'll take that, man. That was pretty good. But now, hopefully, some of the madness is really going to begin. So let's smash out full energy refill. And go for some of these fights, man. We got massive resistor fights here. But I think as long as we don't get ruined, this fight is going to be really, really, really fun. So let's see how this one turns out. We are taking a fair bit of damage on the parries, but we also do have regeneration potential from the special 3 as well, which we can play around with a little bit. Should have probably used a heavy attack to start this off as well. Let's go for a combo straight into a special 2 there. Let's charge up that. Okay, that worked out pretty damn nicely. Alright, straight into another special 2. Look at that, mate. That's like 10k damage per second. That's madness. Bro, that's so much damage. Oh, that's filthy, boys. Absolutely filthy. Mordo is a friggin' beast for these nodes, man. I think he's actually getting these nodes down faster than Symbiote Supreme. I guess this Blackbolt matchup, you do have like even more buffs to take advantage of. But that was crazy quick, man. For like 300,000 hit points. Mad. I've really already got a new found like sense of appreciation for Mordo. He's just doing like triple what I expected him to today. So, dude, I'm so chuffed we got this man as a 6-star champion. And also, he doesn't need to be awakened, which is a really good part about the champion. Like, even unawakened, he's still got everything he needs. Like, his awakened ability just really doesn't do too much, in all fairness. Right, let's load up those additional resistor buffs on Drax. And then let's hold that heavy. Oh, okay, that consumed 2 charges of evade, so we've got to be a little bit more careful on Drax, just due to his, like, double swipe. Almost got us there, boys. Almost got us there. Not quite, though. Look at that. 3,000 damage per second. I will still very happily take that. The only, what is it, downside is you can't... I mean, the power gain on Mordo is already pretty good, in all fairness, but I do miss being able to take advantage of nullifying buffs on the opponent to get, like, a massive chain of specials on champions like Doom. Let's go for a special 3 here. Maybe dash back and charged up the Furies a bit more, but hopefully this is going to give us 1 stack of regeneration at least, so we can see what that does. Okay, we got no regen from that. A little bit rubbish, lads, a little bit rubbish. Just wanted to see that glorious Mordo regeneration, but there we go, special 2, and that fight is over. Oh, Mordo's so fun to play, man. I freaking love this champion's animations. I just feel like there's this massive Mordo hole that's been in my life, but now it's filled, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now finally complete. It's just been such a long time. I think the last time I played this champion was like the 3-star on Whale Milk 27, back in the initial progression month or 2, which is a really, really long time ago, man. Okay, we are taking a little bit of a beating on this Yondu matchup. Let's get into it. It's a little bit more tricky. start charging up that heavy now. Oh, that actually worked out really well. Kind of by accident, 100% by accident. But as soon as you get that Fury up, man, it just stacks up that damage like crazy. I should have gone in then, in all fairness. Just trying to get back and cheekily charge up heavy again. Okay, let's go for it now. Because the Soul Barb damage is always based on your current attack. Tearing through this Yondu. And there we go, another combo should sort this man out. Perfect. Well, you know, we're just about hanging in there. You definitely do feel his, his lack of block proficiency, which has always been one of the cons of Mordo. However, he does have access to hopefully quite a big regeneration, which we are going to see in the next matchup. And I think on the 6-star version of this champion, the adrenaline mechanic is helping a little bit, because it means we can, you know, regain a bit of that block damage back in terms of healing as well. So that certainly ain't too bad. Maybe gone for a heavy at the start of this fight in hindsight. Going to be a little bit more damage output potential in this matchup. Oh, okay. We're all good. All good for the moment. Let's go for another special too. Oh, maybe that was a bit of a mistake, man. Yeah, I might be in a little bit of trouble here. I think we should be alright, though. Let's try and go for a special 3, man. I really, really need that regeneration. And then we can hammer in another special 2. Oh, this Phoenix she's so close to dying, though. Yeah, I had to take it, man. Just had to take the opportunity. The special 2, the kill, it was right there. So I think next matchup, we might try and go for regen. But I also don't know what the next matchup is, man. Should have probably looked ahead. Hela, we got time to regen in the Hela matchup, hopefully. So let's see if we can do it. We got 4,000 hit points left. See how far we can take this man. Ah, I should have gone straight for heavy at the start. That power charge up is too good. Right, hopefully triple regen here is the dream, lads. We really, really want to see that triple regen. Come on, boys. And we got 1 stack of regen. Okay, it's still a fair bit, though. It's too focused on the regen, man. I forgot to actually fight Hela. It's an uphill battle, though, lads. Let's go for a special 2. Kind of get that in the mix. Let's start dealing a little bit of damage. Shall we? Right, come on, boys. Double regen. Let's get up to 50%. We still took a hit off Hela and survived. We're not in massive gains territory. Look at that, triple regen. Let's go. Oh, yes, boys. What? Dude, that was crazy. We're back up to like 70%. Lads, we are literally having a giggle right now. That was madness. Okay, let's go. Right, we don't have any nullify, so we've still got the final little bits to contend with. I think this is long enough. It should kill her. Yeah, perfect. Well, we got fat regeneration in that fight. That was a proper good time, lads. I'll certainly I'd very happily take the result of that matchup. That was awesome. That's really, really cool. Okay, we got Heimdall next. Heimdall should be quite a good matchup. He's got a fair few additional buffs going on top of the resistor nodes, so we'll see how this one does work out. And I think we maybe have Hyperion after that. If we can get through this Heimdall matchup, we're just going to send this as far as we possibly can today. Nice, we got a mass amount of fury at the start. Let's go straight into a special 2 here. Dealing a ton of damage, hopefully. Can I heavy counter Heimdall? With a special 1. You should be able to, right? Bro, this man's just not throwing a special 1 though. See if we can get a cheeky little stack of regeneration there. Get us top back up. And then we'll go for a special 2. And try and get this man down. Bro, that regeneration is legit. Like, just scales so well with the 6-star version of Mordo. I was so surprised by that triple regeneration. That really did take us up a pretty crazy amount in the last fight. Oh, a bit too much? Yeah, a bit too much. Okay. I might be... Oh, actually, you can block unblockable specials, right? Yes! There we go, boys! I don't think he actually had the unblockable there, but we still blocked it, so it's a result regardless. Oh, a little bit jammy at certain points there, but Heimdall went down 39 hits. That was not a lot of hits at all. That was really, really good. But yeah, I am surprised. He is putting in work today in 6.3, man. Doing really, really well. I think the Hyperion, it might be his limitation, if not the champion, because he's no way again to remove these debuffs. So the champion, he's on a final boss node though, the champion, so there might be a little bit of hope. We'll see how it turns out. And Hyperion, maybe if we get lucky, really lucky with baiting out these specials, we might be alright. But it's always difficult in the Hyperion matchup, man. You never know when this man's just going to clam up and not throw anything. Try and charge up our Fury. Sick. And about 5,000 damage per second here. Oh, okay. Actually, this might work out quite well. Triple regeneration. Come on, boys. Let's see it. Let's see it for that champion matchup. Okay, double regeneration. I'll take it. Happily take it. Oh, look at that. Back up to 48%. Living my best life, lads. Right here. Thought we were about to get Kaban then, boys, and our journey was about to be over. Just about made it out of that one, though. And there we go. Hyperion is down. This man is, he's put in so much work. Wow. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please do smash that like button for our man Mordo. He's just, he is on a one-man mission today, and I'm loving it. I'm living for it, boys. But next up, we do have the champion matchup. Might be a little bit annoying. We've got to play around the unstoppable. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Should immediately start every fight by charging that heavy man. I keep on forgetting to. Bad habits, boys. Bad habits. They die hard. go for a backdraft here. Unless we can get him down before his stuff becomes a problem. I think that's a little bit too far away. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. Dude, this man has some awfully long hands. Oh, thank goodness we got the Nick Fury synergy, bro. I didn't expect to get that champion down, man. I thought the video is ending right here, but now we have Annihilus, boys. We got Annihilus. I don't think Annihilus has any node, so I think we are... This is probably the end of the line, but, you know, we've gotten this far. Let's give it a go. I'm going to die so badly on this, one would imagine, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, let's bang out an intercept here, lads. Oh no, I didn't mean to push into a special too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's Mordo gameplay video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. We had like a really good run there overall, man. To get like that far on like no revives, no health potions, no boost, I think it's just a phenomenal achievement, and kind of really highlights the fact that Mordo, you know, he's still got his good matchups, he's still got his good uses. I think overall, again, in matchups where there aren't a lot of buffs to take advantage of, he is definitely behind some of the other slightly more valuable Mystic champions. But if there are loads of buffs just sitting on the opponent, man, this character is ridiculous. There is so much damage output, and I think especially with the Colossus buff, this character definitely has a few uses in the next year or so. So yeah, I'm super happy you got the 6-star Mordo, man. And if you did enjoy today's gameplay video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.